Hey guys, this is Coop from GarageGymReviews.com, and today I'm going to show you how I took my squat from this to this. Using Starting Strength online coaching. First off, before I get into the actual programming and everything that's involved there, I just want to give you a brief history of my training. I started training when I was in high school. My dad was a power lifter. That's when I really started training. And I trained specifically for ice hockey. Over the years, just got more involved in training, found, powerlifting and just started doing that sort of thing. Then found CrossFit, got into CrossFit, and now I've just been training, trying to test all the different equipment we have. Well, recently I got reached out to by a guy named Matt Reynolds, and Matt Reynolds is on the Starting Strength coaching team. He's the founder of Barbell Logic, and he's also the creator of Starting Strength online coaching. Now, Starting Strength, which is this beautiful blue book right here, is written by and created by Mark Rippetoe, and wrote this book that's a very detailed, analytical, logical view of strength training, and it's probably, I would say, not even probably, it's the best-selling strength training book of all time. Go on Amazon, it's got like, I think 1,500 reviews or so, and it still has 4.8, 4.9 stars, which is crazy for any product, especially one within the book realm. So it's an awesome program. I've read pretty much most of his stuff. I've also got practical programming, and Starting Strength online coaching is based upon these two books, as well as some others written by Mark Rippetoe. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of online programming coming out, and I'd like to continue to review more and get some options on the website so you guys can see all that's out there, because there's a lot of them. Starting Strength and Starting Strength online coaching, their main goal is to get you strong. Now, here's the first page on Starting Strength of why strength is strength, why, and how. Physical strength is the most important thing in life. Okay, if that doesn't, open up a book, well, there you go. Physical strength is the most important thing in life. This is true whether we want it to be or not. As humanity has developed throughout history, physical strength has become less critical to our daily existence, but no less important to our lives. Our strength, more than any other thing we process, still determines the quality and the quantity of our time here in these bodies. Okay, so Starting Strength online coaching is designed to help you get strong, because they view strength as the most important part in life. So I say that as a preface, because if you're somebody who isn't necessarily looking to get strong, maybe you just want bigger muscles, or maybe you want to perform better on the snatch, which I guess that would be stronger, or you want to, be a better CrossFitter, Starting Strength online coaching isn't really designed for that. Starting Strength online coaching is to help you get stronger. And by being stronger, Starting Strength and many others, probably myself included, believe that you're gonna live a longer, healthier life. Now, I wanna make it clear, Starting Strength online coaching is not just online programming. I made that mistake. I actually went out to dinner with Matt Reynolds before we started this, and by the way, I didn't get anything special. They just comped me and allowed me to use it for 3 months, but I went through the same process everybody else did with a questionnaire, got pulled a random coach. Actually, he's one of their younger coaches, just like anybody else would. So it's not like I just had favorable treatment from Matt Reynolds. And that's the way I want it to be, so I could give an objective view, just like anybody else would receive. But we went out to dinner and I started asking him about the program, and he's like, Cooper, this isn't online programming. He kind of took like defense to it. This is online coaching. This is completely different from online programming, and that's one of the reasons that they charge more, and I'll get into more details in that in a second, but they charge more because they offer more. It's a different kind of thing than just, all right, this is your workout, go do it. It's much more customized and much more one-on-one work. I got paired with a coach named Caleb Krieg. He's the founder of Krieg Strength. Awesome guy. He's actually very strong as well. And I really liked the interaction we had with them. The way it works is they send you a questionnaire, you fill out the questionnaire, it gets sent back. You then do like a Skype meeting with the coach. Those take place as much as you'd like. And then after every single workout, you send them through their platform TrueCoach, which used to be Fitbot. You send them a video, pictures, you know, rep schemes, all those different things through the platform so they can tell you how you can tweak your form and things like that. I started off with like 265, 3x5, and ended up working up to, you know, I forgot what my top set of 5 was. I think it was my previous max, which was around 415 or so, for 3 sets of 5. And that was, I'd put it on my back, I'd walk it out, it'd feel incredibly heavy. And I remember telling Coach Caleb this, it just feels incredibly heavy, but I'd go down and squat it back up like it was nothing. Now, my previous maxes, and I did a video, and you can check it out in the link in the bio, does Coop even lift? And this was the max day. After the 3 months that I had gone through the program, been invested in it, given it my all. And here's 3 things they told me that I needed to change about my training and about just the way I was approaching it. One is I needed to train less, okay? Like I said, I like a lot of variety and I like a lot of volume. I like to train a lot, so, you know, because I find it fun. 2, I needed to eat more. Just to be transparent, I don't like to eat that much. Yeah, it's enjoyable for certain meals, but throughout the day when I'm working, to be honest, I'd rather just not eat at all and eat a big meal in the evening. So they were telling me, which I understand, I know, but sometimes you just need to be hit over the head with, you know, the same information you've received 100 times and actually follow it. So I started eating more throughout the day, more often, more volume, started training less. And they also said I need to do something that I love to do, and that is not do any conditioning. So for this 3 months, I didn't do any conditioning. What this did was this brought my body weight up from around 175 to 198, and this did this over a period of 3 months. I got up to 198 within a couple weeks. It's probably because I was eating more, training less, and also conditioning less, okay? Did that come with body fat? Of course, you're not gonna put on weight, you're not gonna put on solid muscle like that in just that short period of time, but mass moves mass. So that's another reason that I got stronger is I put on more weight. So my results from the program, and just talking about training results, okay, I went from a 425 all-time max back squat, and that was a couple years ago. My previous one, I haven't tested for a long time, but my previous one before that was maybe 415. So I would say I could hit about 415 when I start this program on squat. I ended up at 465, 210 kilos. I was blown away, and I still felt like I had more in the tank. After that, my deadlift, I went from 515 all time to 518, and I didn't pull a 3rd attempt. Probably could have. My positioning looked fine. I just wasn't feeling it. I kind of just wanted to move on to overhead press and to bench. My overhead press went from 185 or so to, I believe it was 210, 215, somewhere around there. And then my bench went from an all-time bench of 300 to 325. I took a rep at 335 and barely failed, stalled, but every lift felt smooth. Every lift felt strong, and every lift was an all-time PR. And that was following this for 3 months, okay? Now, here's the thing. Could I have done that on my own, just following Starting Strength, the book? Yeah, I think it's possible, but there's something that comes from coaching when you have somebody to be accountable that doesn't come from when you're just following a book. Because you see, the thing is, if I'm having somebody who I'm having to say, yes, I hit that workout, yes, I didn't skip any reps, and if, like, I don't like to lie, so I'm gonna be honest, if I skip reps, I just tell them. Nobody wants to tell somebody that they failed in that workout, skipped it, whatever. So it keeps you accountable. Not only that, you can do form tweaks. Although you can look at like different form stuff in the book, having somebody who's an expert give an objective view and say, hey, you need to do this, adding different things like, you know, I did the terribly useful block of wood, which is basically a way you put a block of wood in front of your knee to make sure it doesn't come up your toes, because they like to do, you know, hips back, low bar squat, you know, basically getting to parallel, bending down, looking down, the starting strength idea, which is right here. That's how you should look, okay? But having somebody who can give you help on that through video is super helpful. Now here's the thing, The program, and I said this previously, is expensive. Okay, not sure exactly what it is right now. I think it's around $200 or $300 a month, somewhere around there. They do have a new program though that's about $100 a month, and rather than being one-on-one, it's more of like a group atmosphere. You're in like a group, and you're still getting a lot of personalized help, but you're in more following a group, which I think is a great idea to expand their model. But it's expensive, okay, especially when you compare it to some other online programming platforms where you can get a 6-week program or whatever, however long it is, for like 20 bucks a month, 30 bucks a month. Okay, but the difference there is you don't necessarily in most of those programs have a coach who's dedicated to you, who's texting you, who's basically following up with any of your questions within 24 hours, who's watching your lifts and giving you feedback within that time period, who's giving you some advice on nutrition and all those different things, who's Skyping with you. Nobody can do that for 20 bucks a month, okay? That's just the fact of the matter. So they basically model it as like personal training. This is like cheap personal training. Do I recommend Starting Strength online coaching? Yeah, it works. It's expensive, there's no doubt about that, but you get what you pay for. If you want to be stronger, if you don't always know what to do when you're in the gym, especially in the garage gym, and you want to see your lifts increase and you want to be helped by experts that aren't using bro science but are using physics and logic and all these great things that we can have using our minds to increase our strength, then I would suggest Starting Strength. It's an awesome program. The online coaching program and platform is awesome. Everybody I interacted with at their organization is awesome. I really didn't have any bad, discussions or anything like that. My coach was always very receptive, very helpful. Like, I try to be honest, and I'm just being honest. It's a great program, okay? So if you can afford it, I suggest it. This has been Coop from GarageGymReviews.com. Let me know what you think about this program in the comments below. Have you tried it? Have you tried some others? What are some ones you'd recommend? Let's talk about it for the community. We'll see you next time. Peace.